Hello everybody, my name is Dzhuneyt Vahid, and in this video we're going to talk about why most traders don't lose money because their strategy is bad, but they lose actually because they give too much attention to a single trade. Did it happen to you? Guess what? One single trade doesn't matter. No business is actually built in one cell. The same applies for trading. No trader became successful with one single trade. So for today, I prepared 5 parts to understand why focusing on one single trade or paying too much attention to a single trade can actually be a problem for most of traders, and why most of traders are losing money because of that. Let's start with the first part. Stop judging trades one by one. I know that it took a lot to prepare for the trade, to generate trade idea. Before you generate, you probably analyze the markets. Then traders are generating idea, testing, checking the risk profile, looking for entry, exit, stop loss, trade management. That takes a lot of time for a single trade. And there is a trap that when we spend so much time in generating trade idea and executing it, it's actually that immediately increases the expectations for that single trade, that it must work and pay us great profits. But if it doesn't happen, our mood is crashing down, our cortisol levels are rising, we became emotional. So that's why we should not pay attention to one single trade. If you judge yourself trade by trade, you stop thinking like a trader, you start reacting like a gambler. From here, I'm gonna move to our second part, which your strategy needs volume to work. No strategy works in 5 trades, in 10 trades. We actually invested time to study strategies that are relying on heavy long-term historical data. And the paradox here is that we are looking for that massive data. We are happy that the strategy is great, we found out and we studied it, but we are expecting success with a single trade, with the 5 trades, with the 10 trades. This is actually how to destroy your trading. If you want to become successful, you need to think in long term. You need to think in 100 trades, in 200 trades, maybe 500 trades. Depends on how active you are in the markets. So if you switch strategies after a few losses, then you never let anything to play out. You will just be, losing at some point with your strategies, and you'll never allow them to, start playing out, and you succeed with them. So you kill your edge before it has chance to appear. And the part 3 will be obsessing over one trade is where it all falls apart. When one trade feels important, everything breaks. You risk more than usual. You close winners too early. You let the losers too long because you don't want to close losses. You spend so much time to generate that idea, analyze the markets, and at the end, it's in a loss. So you don't close it and you realize even larger loss. Not because you don't know better, just you became emotional because of putting too much attention on a single trade. Part 4, discipline over 100 trades beats perfection on one. There's no need to say anything more, but I'll say a couple of things. You don't need the perfect trade. You need a constant execution, the same setup, the same risk, the same rules again and again. And that's where the success is going to come. That's how your strategy will give you the average success that you saw from its back testing. One perfect trade means nothing. You're going to make one perfect trade, it's going to pay you well, and next 7 trades can be lost. So be careful with that attention to one single trade so much. 100 disciplined trades build an equity curve. One trade builds nothing. Part 5. Zoom out. Success is end of the process. Success is at the end of the process. Stop looking at your last trades. Stop looking at your last 10 trades, even last 50 trades. Look at your last 100, 200 trades. Look at your last 1 year of success and ask yourself, do I follow my rules? Do I follow my system? That's the only thing that you can control and matters for you. The results are going to come after that. One trade does not define you. If you want to learn how I do it, join my sessions in both beginners and advanced room in XM Live project, and we're going to do it together. We're going to learn how to prepare for that. Never pay attention to a single trade so much. Have an amazing, successful trading. See you on XM Live project. Bye-bye.